Hoş bulduk. Değerli engelli kardeşlerim,
Esteemed brothers and
kıymetli
sisters with
misafirler,
disabilities and distinguished
sizlere en
guests,
kalbi duygularımla,
my
muhabbetle
most heartfelt
selamlıyorum.
sentiments and my
Kadir
greetings to all of you.
geleneğimizdeki insanı
In
yaşarken
our deep
devlet
history,
yaşasın
we believe that we
anlayışımızın
should improve
anayasamızdaki
people so that the
ifadesiyle de
state can live,
sosyal devlet
and
ilkemizin bir
as is the
tezahürü olarak
principle in our
gördüğüm
constitution,
engelli kamu
in the form of a
personeli
social
atama
state,
töreninde
it's an
sizlerle birlikte
important
olmaktan
duty
memnuniyet
to
duyuyorum.
assign public officers with disabilities, and I'm happy to be
Bugün
with you on the occasion
atamasını
of this
yapacağımız
appointment ceremony.
24.927 engelli
Today, we are
kardeşimize
appointing more than
işlerinin ve görev
2,900
yerlerinin hayırlı
brothers and
olmasını
sisters
diliyorum.
with disabilities, and I
Bu
hope that they
atamayla
enjoy their
birlikte
new
kamudaki
posts.
engelli
And with
memur
this,
sayımız
the number of
66
public
bine
officers
ulaşmış oluyor.
reaches
Hükümete
66,000 public
geldiğimizde
officers with disabilities.
kamuda
When
sadece
we came to office, there were only
5572
5,700
engelli memur vardı. Biz bugüne kadar
public
yaptığımız
officers with
63 bin
disabilities,
atamayla
and we have
engelli
appointed
kardeşlerimizin hem
63,000
hayata
more, so
katılmalarını
that we have
hem de
encouraged their
kendileriyle birlikte
participation in
topluma faydalı
life,
işler
and
üreten bireyler
that
haline
we have helped them
dönüşmelerini
turn
sağladık.
into individuals which can create value for themselves and for the society that
Az
they live in.
önce Turgay kardeşimizi
We have
hep birlikte dinledik.
listened to Brother Turgay before me.
5. sırada ve çok önemli bir alanda
In a very significant
Türkiye'de
area,
bir engelli olarak
as a person
hizmet
with
veriyor.
disabilities in Turkey, he is
Kendisini tebrik ediyorum.
creating great work, and I
Kutluyorum.
congratulate him.
Kamudaki engelli işçi sayısı da
The number of
bu
workers
süreçte
with disabilities
127 bine
employed by the
yaklaştı.
public has neared
Böylece son 19 yılda
120,000, which
kamuda
means in the
istihdam
past
edilen
19 years
toplam
we
engelli
have
sayısı
employed a total
192
of
bin sınırına dayandı.
192,000
Son
persons
olarak
with
kamu
disabilities by the
kuruluşlarında
state.
4 ve
In
yani
public
sözleşmeli
institutions
statüsünde
under the
görev yapan
4B status,
personel içinde
for staff
%3
who are
engelli
working on a
çalıştırma
labor
mecburiyeti
contract,
getirerek
we have introduced a
12 bin engelli
3% persons
kardeşimize
with
daha
disabilities
istihdam alanı
quota.
açtık.
By that, we have paved the way for employment of more
Engelli
individuals with
kamu
disabilities.
personeli seçme sınavına başvuru ücretini de kaldırarak
We have also abolished the
memur
fee
olmak
for
isteyen engelli
applying to the
kardeşlerimizi
exam,
bu dertten
so
de
that we have
kurtardık.
saved our brothers and sisters with disabilities who would
Diğer
like to be
yandan
public officers
engelli
from that
kardeşlerimizin
problem as well.
özel sektörde
On the other
ve
hand,
kendi
for
girişimlerinde de
in the
görünürlüklerini
private
giderek
industry and in their own enterprises, we see that our
Artık
brothers
her
and sisters with
vatandaşımız gibi
disabilities are
engelli
gaining more
vatandaşlarımız da
visibility
kabiliyetlerini,
because they,
birikimlerini,
like any other
gayretlerini
citizen now,
sergileyerek
they are able
iş
to put forth
hayatında
their
yerlerini
effort
alabilmekte,
and their time. They're able
oldukça
to
iyi
claim a
konumlara
position in
gelebilmektedir.
the work life, and they're able to
Mesela bu
claim
kapsamda
great positions.
3200
For instance,
engelli vatandaşımıza kendi
3,200
işini kurması için
disabled citizens
65 bin
have
liraya
been
kadar
assigned up
hibe
to
desteği verildi.
65,000 liras of grant
Tabii bu
so that they
tablonun
could establish
gerisinde
their own
engellilerin
businesses.
her seviyede
Of course, at
rahatça
every
eğitim
level,
alabilmelerini
persons with
temin edecek
disabilities should
altyapıyı
be able
kurduk.
to receive education, and we have
gereken tüm
installed the
destekleri
infrastructure
ve
to make this
teşvikleri
possible, and we have made
sağlamış olmamız
every
lazım.
kind of help
Yeter
and
ki
subsidy
gönüller,
that they would need
kalpler,
available for them.
fikirler engelli
So that
olmasın.
as long as we
Onun
don't have any
dışındaki
disabilities in our hearts and minds,
her engeli aşacak
every other kind
iradeye,
of
azme,
handicap
güce,
can be
imkana
overcome
sahip.
thanks to the means and the power that we have.
Değerli kardeşlerim, hafıza-i beşer nisyan ile
People may
mağluptur.
forget
Geçmişte yaşadığımız pek çok sıkıntı
what we
gibi
have experienced
engelli
in the past.
vatandaşlarımızın
Our
hangi şartlar,
fellow
hangi
citizens with
zorluklar,
disabilities
hangi
had many
yokluklar,
challenges and
hangi vicdan
deficiencies
yaralayıcı görüntüler
or
içinde
were subjected
hayatını
to
sürdürdüğünü de
treatment
çabuk unuttuk.
in the
Bu
past
ülkede
that
evinin en ücra
hurts our
köşesinde
consciences.
kilitli bir kapı ardında
For
her
instance, in
türlü
their home,
insani
behind
imkandan
locked
yoksun şekilde
doors, void of
yaşamaya
every
mahkum
humane
edilmiş
condition,
engelliler var.
there were people with
Bu
disabilities who
ülkede
were condemned to
zincirle
such a life.
veya iple bir yere
There
bağlanıp
people
kendi
with
evinin
disabilities
içinde
who were
dahi
tied
hayata
with a rope
karışmasına
or chain,
asla izin
and
verilmeyen
they were not allowed
engelliler var.
to get be involved in even the life in their own homes. We had persons with disabilities who were looked down on or who were mistreated as they went to the streets. Having a person with disabilities in a household would mean a very difficult times for the life of that family.
Evini bakmakta, ihtiyaçlarını karşılamakta zaten zorlanan ailelerin
Families which were already having difficulties in getting by or by in providing their subsistence, they were even more challenged by having an individual with disabilities in their family. When we came to offer, we have noticed the neglect and the problems and the expectations of persons with disabilities, which they, like many other problems, that were waiting for a solution for many years. And we have started a very comprehensive work to solve such problems. First of all, in order to alleviate the financial burden of households with disabilities, we have taken the necessary steps without having to be sent to care homes. We made sure that our citizens with disabilities can get the care that they need in their own homes with their own families. For instance, support aid, home care aid, daily centers and hope homes were first enacted by us.
Geçtiğimiz yıl sonu itibariyle evde bakım yardımı alan engelli
By the end of last year, there are 535,700 individuals with disabilities who are able to receive home care. And the number of students with disabilities who are in schools has reached from 58,000 to 320,000. And the number of students with disabilities who are in special classrooms have reached from the previous level of 7,000 up to 50,000. In all of our universities, we have close to 50,000 students who are being served by the students with disability coordination centers, but not only in education, in every aspect of life. In order to ensure the access of citizens with disabilities, we have made changes from public transport to public buildings. We have made changes that made accessibility easier. We have offered support and we have accomplished free transport means in order to ensure the participation of these individuals to life. When the way is paved, we witness that they can achieve great things, and in the area of sports we have started seeing great examples of this. In international competitions, many medals are won by our athletes with disabilities who are representing our flag and who give us great joy. In the cities that we visit, we see in great enthusiasm and love that they are holding on to life, and when we see that, we understand once again the right path that we are in. Now, with the 2030 vision document, we are planning to take all of this work further so that they could maximize their potential.
Çünkü biz Allah razı olsun. Allah razı olsun. Çünkü biz her vatandaşımız gibi engelli kardeşlerimizi de
because just like any other citizen, we love our citizens with disabilities. We love them for God and we serve them for God.
Niyet halis olunca
when the intentions are good, when the intentions are pure, the results reflect the same. When you look at the histories of countries and nations, you see important milestones which guided their journey. For instance, Anatolia has been our homeland for 1000 years, and we have had many such turning points. For instance, after the Manzikert victory, Sultan Alparslan uh, established the Anatolian Selçuklu Empire in Iznik. This is such a milestone. Or Osman Gazi, the son of Ertuğrul, planted a tree in Suud which would later grow to three separate continents. The establishment of the Ottoman Empire was such a turning point. After the First World War, even though it was being shattered from four corners, in Anatolia, the last piece of homeland that we had, we have hoisted the flag, we have raised the flag of the Turkish Empire, Turkish Republic, and it was such a turning point. Now, our existence, a 1000-year existence in Anatolia, and the 99-year history of our republic, and the strong infrastructure that we have made possible in the past 20 years are preparing us for a new historic leap. Yunus Emre says, "We were raw, but we were burnt, and we grew." And we have left that raw period in the past, and now we are cooking for the future. For the Ottoman Empire, that important leap was the conquest of Istanbul. And for us, it would be to place our country among the top 10 economies of the world and reaching our 2023 goals, and to lock on our 2050 vision. Until we have reached this level, we have worked very hard as a nation. We have paid many prices, and we have made many sacrifices. As they say, we have swam all the way, and we're now at the end. And we have made the effort, we have worked hard, and we have come to the verge. The balances of the world, the global health crisis, and the economic shakes of that emerge from it. Despite all of this, Turkey has made the investment, and it's now seeing the current surplus, the growth, the investment, and more employment. Of course, we have experienced some problems as well: the tutelage, the coup attempt, the terror, the economic attacks. We have faced many such challenges, and I'm sure that we are going to overcome the current challenges as well, as everybody can rest assured of. The cost of life and some other temporary problems should not divert us from our main goals. As we have broken the tutelage, and as we have stopped coup plotters, and as we have fought against terror groups, or as we have fought successfully against economic attackers, we will also save our citizens from the problems that are currently experienced.
Büyük ve güçlü Türkiye'nin inşası hedefiyle hazırladığımız programımızı adım adım uyguluyoruz. We are practicing the program that we have prepared for a big and strong Turkey. And the shackles of foreign exchange and interest rate and inflation, we are going to break those shackles and throw them away. Dikkat ederseniz artık faiz tartışması gündemden
As you would notice, the interest rates are no longer discussed, and the foreign exchange rate has also reached stability. Now, the turn is to bring inflation back to single-digit numbers. The first goal of our economy program is to ensure the employment and food and income of our citizens, which means to strengthen employment. Even the developed countries are experiencing problems in employment, but we were able to increase by 3 million more jobs during the pandemic. We have increased total employment about 30 million for the first time in our history, which means almost half of the people who are at a working age are currently employed. Industry, production and logistics areas are already doing well, and hopefully with spring, with the opening of the tourism and construction season, employment will continue its increase. There are those who are doomsayers, who try to demoralize our nation or to weaken its hope, but please don't listen to them. Turkey is entering the strongest time period of its history in economy, and with summer months we will continue seeing the positive results of this process, and in 2023 we will have a political and economic strength that suits the centennial of our republic. Rest assured, as long as we can preserve this unity, this brotherhood, and rest assured, the rest is easier. As I always say, one nation, one flag, one homeland, and one state. We have to be one, big, strong, vibrant. We have to be brothers and sisters, and all together we have to be Turkey. With such sentiments, I congratulate our brothers and sisters with disabilities who have been appointed as public officers, and I wish them success in their work. And I congratulate the minister and her team for their contribution to the services offered to individuals with disabilities. And I greet all of you with love and stay healthy.
Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımıza hitaplarından dolayı teşekkür ediyoruz. Zat-ı devletlerini bir süre daha sahnede misafir edeceğiz. Aile ve Sosyal Hizmetler Bakanımızı da yine sahneye davet ediyoruz. Şimdi Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımıza Deniz Feneri isimli tabloyu yapan Saray Engelsiz Yaşam Merkezi'nde kalan sevgili Hamide Coşkun ve Aysel Kürkçü takdimlerini yapacaklardır. Kendilerini sahneye davet ediyoruz. Buyursunlar. Sevgili Hamide ve sevgili Aysel transfer ve keçe iğneleme yöntemiyle bu eseri yaptığını söyleyelim Sayın Cumhurbaşkanım. Yaklaşık bir ay süre zarfında yapılan bir eser Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımıza takdim ediliyor. Sevgili Hamide ve sevgili Aysel'e çok teşekkür ediyoruz. Teşekkürler. Değerli konuklar, Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımız şimdi butona basmak suretiyle 88 adet kamu kurum ve kuruluşlarımıza, 81 ilimize, 44 farklı unvan ve sınıflarda olmak üzere 62 ilköğretim mezunu, 727 ortaöğretim mezunu, 603 ön lisans mezunu, 1535 lisans mezunu olmak üzere toplam 2927 boş kadroya engellerimizin yerleştirme işlemini butona basmak suretiyle gerçekleştiriyorlar.
Hazır mıyız? Turgay Bey sen de gel be. Ya ben Gel be, gel. Gel, gel, gel. Tamam, gel. Babası bırak. Oraya uzanabilecek değil mi? Kitabı ver, kitabı. Hazır mıyız? Biraz sonra özellikle bir de şiir dinleyeceğiz. Şairdir. Dinlemekte de fayda var. Şimdi butonlara basıyoruz ve ekrandan da perdeden de kim nerede bunu görüyoruz. Yetişiyorsun değil mi? Hadi bakalım. Hayırlısı olsun diyelim. Ya Allah! Bismillah.
Ve şu andan itibaren de
Evet.